how much I'd probably have to spend to have a good experience in this?
It's an interesting one, right? Because what you're doing in the overworld is essentially gathering the resources and the characters that you need to play other games in our ecosystem. And so the free-to-play aspect where you can go and get these tier 0 characters, the idea is, and people have already seen it with the version of Arena that we have now, even using tier 0 characters, there isn't a huge disparity in the power of them, and you can still be a very good Arena player just by going in and playing with the free Illuvials that you capture. So that's the first thing there. The second is that there's also rotating decks where we will give you access to those characters for a limited time, and it won't cost you anything to do that. And so what we're trying to do is strike a balance between accessibility, but also keeping it, I guess, true to crypto form, where if you are spending a lot of time or you're spending a lot of money, you will be able to access all of the characters, you will be able to go and, purchase them, but that doesn't necessarily make you a better player in the arena, and that's the way that we want things to be across all of the games in the ecosystem, where you still get to flex on people and say, hey, I've got all of the tier 5 characters, but that doesn't mean that you're going to be able to go in and just destroy someone. Now, in terms of how much money you want to spend, I think it's going to be somewhere, to have a good experience, it's going to be somewhere around like that $30 a month mark. But again, it's a huge scale, right? Like where if you want to go and capture all of the tier 5 characters, our best characters, then you're going to need to spend a lot more than that, and you're going to need to spend a lot more time than that. And so it just depends. You basically get to choose your experience on the entire spectrum, whether it be spend nothing or spend a metric ton, and you'll get a good experience across the board.
Nice. It's nice to hear that you've got that option of the $30 a month, because in crypto that's essentially free, especially when you look at the Axie model of having to buy the NFT, and they went up to thousands of dollars, so the barrier to entry in the game was just so high. You were kind of forced to grind to rent, and that kind of didn't create the best environment. So it's nice that we have this option of $30 per month. But like you said, if you want to be the best with the most characters, and you are the person that doesn't mind YOLOing a ton of money into it, then you can do that for the prestige, but you don't need to do it for the enjoyment of the game, which is really cool.